Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Temur Ramp, but with a twist. Invasion of Arcavios. So I wanted to try out Invasion of Arcavios in a deck that fully can support it, and that is this deck that has so much mana that we can then put it into all the sideboard instants and sorcery cards. So the good old Temur deck, the Temur Ramp deck, is pretty consistent, and it has basically sustainability against almost every deck in the current metagame. But what it lacks is a lot of sort of endgame payoff that's outside of just World Soul's Rage. Now, we're going to have Invasion of Arcavios to back that up so that if with just this one card, we can get out a bunch of different things on the sideboard. We got one Witness the Future and two Devious Cover-Ups in case we want to have, an endless cycle through our deck. We have two Brotherhood's End against the board wipe for sure, but also against an artifact heavy deck. This can also wipe their whole board of artifacts. We have one Cease and Desist if our opponent has a board full of enchantments, or just a few enchantments that we need to kill. Cease and Desist will be able to kill it without having a farewell. We don't have white mana in the deck, so we can't really farewell. And then we have one Doppelgang. The Doppelgang is just there for that, extra ending. If our opponent really wants to stick it out, we can Invasion of Arcavios, get a Doppelgang, and then use Doppelgang to copy our Invasion of Arcavios and then get every card. So then our opponent will really quit at that point. Of course, it's just not a Temur Ramp deck if we don't have also the Shigeki and the Skyturtle combo, so that's also in the deck. So we have infinite recycle from our graveyard, infinite recycle from the library, all the sideboard cards also tacked in, so even though it's 60 cards, actually 67 card deck. And so yeah, that's a pretty fun way to play this deck. In the early game, of course, we're going to have 4 Aftermath Analysts, 1 Shigeki, and 4 World Soul's Rage. Now, a lot of times I feel like people are getting used to not playing their Aftermath Analysts on turn 2. I am not in the camp of holding on to the Analyst. I think a lot of times it's just better to throw the Analyst out as a blocker, but also as a self-mill. You want to mill 3 cards because you want to mill your lands into the graveyard so that your World Soul Rage can ramp you, right? It deals damage, but it also brings lands back. That's a ramp that only works if there are lands in your graveyard. So turn 2, just play your Aftermath Analyst. Don't worry about it. And then, of course, turn 3, we're going to have Vampire's Vengeance as a instant speed board wipe. Also creates a blood token for a little bit of loot. 4 Nissa Resurgent Animist, and 2 Spelunking to also top off our combo. In the 4 drops, we're going to have 4 Memory Deluge and 4 Ill-Time Explosion. So that's 8 card draws in the deck to ensure that we're never running out of cards, along with Nissa's fetch ability. And then we have 1 Invasion of Arcavios, of course, I talked about that. 3 Virtue of Strength, and 1 Colossal Skyturtle. So I do actually have 4, but I couldn't fit in 4 in the deck. I don't have 4. I did think about putting the 4th Virtue in the deck, but I could not justify it because I couldn't cut any one of these cards. They're all so important. I don't think I can cut anything. The only one that you may consider is cutting is a Spelunking for a 4th Virtue, but I still think Spelunking is just pretty good to make all of our lands come into play untapped, especially with the Aftermath Analyst revive ability. So the lands that we're gonna have in this deck, 30 lands total. We're gonna have 12 plus 5, 17 actual lands, right? 6 islands, 5 mountains, 6 forests, and then 13 fetch lands in 4 Brokers Hideout, 4 Cabaretti Courtyard, and 4 Maestros Theater, with 1 Echoing Deep as the a copy of any of this if we need it to be. So in the later game, this can also copy one of these lands so that we can have a total of 18 lands. 18 lands in play. 18 lands with Virtue of Strength is 18 billion, so don't worry, we're going to have a lot of mana. Alright, so this deck, as long as we can survive into the mid game, we're definitely going to outvalue our opponent. We're going to out-tempo our opponent. All the mana, all the cards are so strong that we just need to be able to survive that long. Alright, without further ado, let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Vomit Mop. Speechless. What kind of deck is he gonna run? What kind of deck is Vomit Mop gonna run? Keep. Yup. There it is. There's that dreaded let me burn you with freaking Boros. I don't know. It does 1 damage. Alright, do we Maestros Theater here? I think it's fine. I don't think it will matter too much no matter what we do here. I'll get Virtue out one of these lands. Will there be any good in virtuing on one of these lands? Let's get the Cabaretti Courtyard. It's probably gonna play the reinforcements. There they are. What the heck is... Huh. There's a 9 Aaron. Not surprised at all. Okay, we get a Nissa. Do we play a Nissa here? It's kind of like a fake blocker, right? The question is, do I need Nissa? No, I think... So I'm gonna Timely Explosion next turn. Nah, I mean, this might be a potential blocker. I get 2 mana from this with Nissa in play, which does not get me anywhere. He attacks. There's already an Agonjo. I don't know why. It's probably got some sort of play, right? Second Agonjo. This guy plays 2 Agonjo in his aggro deck? What's wrong with him? Alright, we got an Analyst. I mean, I could Explosion, but I don't even know if Explosion's any good here. I can burn the Baron. Guess I'll have to do the Explosion. I don't think the Whirlsoul Rage is gonna do much. I get to discard 2 cards, none of which are what I want to discard. Gives 2 damage to the board is all I'm gonna be able to do. Why did I use the Virtue anyways? That was dumb. The Virtue could have been 7 damage to the board. Alright, I discarded 2 lands, which means my Whirlsoul Rage can bring back 2 lands. If he plays a creature, I can try to burn it for 3. To the bottom, okay. I'm only drawing length, so that's kind of scary. Guess we will... Oh, I think it's fine. We're also Rage for 3. Kyojo Warden. It's red, so I don't know. Unless he has Monster's Rage. We do gain 2 life from here. It's a non-zero amount. So go to 11, we take 5, we go down to 6. If they have a Recruiter, we just die. They can draw with Clue, but they rather just rope. Okay. That might be a good thing I played a Virtue the way I did, because I might just Virtue and Whirlsoul Rage him to death. As long as he doesn't get Recruiter right now, we still live for a turn. But if he gets Recruiter here, we just die, I think. We don't die necessarily, but we basically die, right? If he Recruiters here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We take 10, we go down to 1. Oh, okay. Just a 5 damage. Plays it to Recruiter. That's a timely drawn card if ever a card I wanted at any moment. Alright, so we'll discard a Memory Deluge, believe it or not, and we'll discard a Mountain, I think. Did I discard Mountain? Do I discard Spelunking? So I like the Spelunking, right? That's fine. Discarding a land is acceptable because they'll just come back to me with the Aftermath Analyst. Now he can play it and attack me for 3. Do I Spelunking here and hope to get a land? That's not a land. Okay, too bad. If I was a land, I could have played the Aftermath Analyst. So, if I had played the Aftermath Analyst and I die, or and it dies, do I die? Wow. Really? So you think he's gonna get another turn from this? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is not enough, right? I need 9 lands for all of these things. So I guess our Analyst and Nissa. I can't afford it. Right? Analyst costs 6. Nissa costs 2. I have 8 lands. So I can't afford most of what I want to do. Now I could Nissa and then burn him for 1, 2. Burn him for 2. And that way I get 2 lands in play. 2 lands is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might be enough, right? I forgot a Mountain. Should have done 3. Marginally going to matter. Probably not going to matter. Let's get green. Let's get green. We'll get green. Green. Alright, goodbye. Didn't rush me through, huh? You're a little vomit mop. Couldn't vomit it fast enough. Alright, our opponent is the VVS Penza. It was 1996 screen name right here. We're gonna go first to L-Time Explosion. Maybe. Just maybe. We'll say hi. Maestro for a blue, no red. Oh no, you have a scam. You're such a good player. How do I stop that? Let's get a blue. Felden. You want to sack it? You don't want to sack it? Alright. I'll take the 3 damage to go to 16. I think that'll be okay. He gets 2 cards. With the Blazing Crescendo, he's gonna get cards anyways. He gets 2 lands. We'll play that land and then play another creature to fuck me over. Yep. Who didn't see that coming? Alright, I can draw 2 cards and kill the Swift Sphere. Is that necessary? Let's draw 2 cards first. And then we'll decide. I drew 2 cards, but those cards are these cards. Let's just haste the deck. Kumano. Alright, we got a Skyturtle. We'll probably pitch our forest, right? The Skyturtle can bounce. Honestly, I'm almost at a point where I can hardcast a Skyturtle. Which is pretty funny. Face down card, cool. I shall Memory Deluge. Vampires? No, Maestros. Probably the Maestros. How many do I have? I already have 3. So I could just get 2 of these. But I'm gonna have to pitch a card this turn, right? Let's pitch the Maestros. Another ill-time explosion. I can just keep exploding on him. That seems pretty fun. But I think it's better to get the lands out first. Those are the cards I wanted, unfortunately. I gain a decent amount of life this turn, right? If nothing else. If he flips his face down card face up, he loses. Well, he doesn't lose the power, he gets prowess. So I'm effectively, I think I'm at 16. Right? I have 6 cards in the graveyard, the 6 lands, or 4 lands. That's 4 life to 16. I don't know if he can deal 16 damage to me this turn if he wants to burst. But if he doesn't, that makes me happy, because then I can just ill-time explosion and turtle. Show off. Okay, he might want to do it. Maybe not. Alright, 3 Maestros, so I gotta make sure the broker gets a force. Right? Yeah, broker gets a force. That way the 3 Maestros can get the the mountains and the islands. So we'll get 2 mountains and 1 island. Come on. Can't click it for the life of me. Alright, we take a lot of damage here. So, I think you're going to be disappointed with your board. Discard 2 cards. Cabaretti. No-time explosion. There's the Codebreaker. Kumano faces Cognizant and quit. GG. Stupid mono red, get out of here. Alright, our opponent is Tarifa. Big Eye. Is Big Eye a Boros player? Guess we'll find out. Forest? Okay, I can get a forest somehow, right? All that matters is one of these lands gets us a forest. Ah, mountain. You don't say. I don't think I can do anything this whole game. I got so many mountains here. I can just hope he's playing off 1 land, which it kind of looks like he is. can bring out another one of these back. Next turn I Spelunking into one. If he's playing off one land here. Oh man, is he in for a surprise? It's the one lander versus the all lander. I'm gonna put the island in because the Cabaretti Courtyard works very well with Nissa, and I'd much rather do that. Cool. Big board here. I have one. So, will this get me anywhere? A mountain? I have 2 mountains in hand. Get more forests out. Alright, I have Aftermath Analyst, but I can also World Soul Rage for 2. Cool. Didn't want to wait for the next play. You freaking loser. Alright, our opponent is Torquemada. Opponent goes first. 3 World Souls Rage. 3. Got a full house in here. Not gonna keep that hand. Alright, we'll keep 6 here. I guess we put back a Shigeki. Do we put back a Shigeki? We've got a Spelunking. It's kind of hard to get Spelunking with no lands, right? Boros again. Let's hope we draw lands. Mountain, please. Two turn nothing. Well, Shigeki can die. He's gonna eat a Helix. That's what he's here for. Eat that Helix. Oh yeah. Boros control. I mean, we do have an advantage against Boros control if we only had lands, which right now we don't. Maestros, let's get an island. We get an Analyst. Right, all those cards are not lands. Mechanized Warfare. I'm not even sure how we fight a Mechanized Warfare. Deck, that is. So I tech against artifacts and enchantments in my sideboard with the Cease Desist. It's gonna take forever to get. Second Warfare. Well, our opponent got lucky because I didn't draw a land. What can I do here? World Souls Rage for 1. Or Virtue for 1. For a land. I need 2 islands more than I need 2 mountains. I'm not blocking. Take 1. End the festivities. Yeah. I expected that. I think he was trying to kill my cards with some way. I can World Soul for 2, and next turn I can Aftermath. mountain. Oh, I cannot Aftermath next turn. Unfortunately, I got the one green problem. The only land I had was Maestros, so I need to draw a force. I can draw a force. That's alright. Our opponent's just slinging at us. Cool. Play with fire for 4. Lots of damage. He wants that to the top. Is it just the land that he wanted? Another World Soul's Rage. Well, Memory Deluge is probably better here. Right? Let's get both of these. Still think I'm gonna die. 14 is not enough life. I'm at 9. Lightning Strike is 5 damage. If it's 2 Lightning Strikes, I just die. I'm not trying to kill him in 1 turn, but he's trying to kill me in 1 turn. Taiga Watiti. One, two. Let's see. I take 3 off. I have 4. This adds 2 mana unless he has a burn spell, which he might, right? So. Want another force? Do I take a turn off and just World Soul's Rage for 4? Why did I just do it for 4? Because I know I have exactly 4 lands. Okay. You're winning, genius. Whatever. Alright, our opponent is Will from Stranger Things. He turned into an elephant. We get to go first. Hello, Will. Let's hope you're not... Oh, I mean... If he's anything, he's gonna hurt. I don't think there is a deck out there that this hand counters. But we'll find out. Let's see it. Let's start with a force. Well, it's got a cool bear and some fancy ass sleeves. Probably not playing Boros, but that just makes my life get harder because with Boros at least I know where I stand. Here with this deck, I'm not really quite sure how to fight it. Dimir. Is he gonna have just a whole mess of counter spells? Not in Dimir. Right? Dimir don't really run just that many counter spells. Field of Ruin's the deck card against this deck. There's nothing he can ruin. Ruin is they just come into play and die. It's like, you can't kill me, I'm already dead. Alright, well, our opponent's a roper, that's for sure. 2 virtues. That's not great. I can get an island. Deuce. now he's playing fast. Should I Memory Deluge here? Because he can counter it, and I won't have a play next turn. Actually, I do have a play. Gonna invade on him. Okay, he lets me Memory Deluge. That's great. So, Spelunking? Cabaretti? Or do I play Nissa? He's gonna counter Nissa? Let's do it this way. I don't want to play Spelunking this turn because it's kind of a dead card. If I play Nissa and I play a land, it's also kind of dead, right? Pretty sure he wants to counter something this turn. Maybe we'll Ill-Time Explosion. That draws me 2 cards and I can't play them. So is the right play just Nissa? See if he counters it. I can't play a land first. If it's make disappear, it's just make disappear. But if he lets it out, he can't actually counter my, you know, land drop for the land fall. Very long rope. Well, you're gonna keep burning that rope. Your Field of Ruin's not gonna hit anything, so Phantom Interference. Yep, basically made disappear here. Let me bring that back. Thank you. Mirix. I think he's gonna have a Phantom Interference again. Oh, no. I get 1 land. Or 1 mana. That's fine. Let's try it again. Is he going to let this go? He probably countered this, right? This is my card draw. Is he going to counter a Spelunking? Ah, tricky, tricky place. Navigating around a counterspell deck is hard. It's very hard. But we'll get something done. Out of force. Can he stop the Aftermath Analyst? Does he have a 3-step ahead or something? I'm pretty sure he has a 3 steps ahead, and that's what he's hoping to do. Yeah. There's that 3 steps. Get Invasion on him. I think it's pretty good, right? Don't think he has a Spell Pierce in his deck. Let's go to my sideboard. Get a cover up. And I'll bring back the Aftermath Analyst. Tap land. Cool. So I can play the Aftermath Analyst here, but I don't think that would do me much good. go into combat first. Do we explode in there? Do we explode on him? That's gonna be a Murex. It's not the end of the world. Reef also is good for me. I don't think he wants to do the Reef thing. So we have a counter spell that we can just hold up, but I do need an extra land somewhere. That's okay. I don't have to discard. Go for the throw on my Nissa. I could bring it back, right? Do I want to bring it back? I can play the Aftermath Analyst, but it'll probably just die. He tapped wrong, so he can't Murex me. It's kind of funny. Maybe I should have Memory Deluge there. Yeah, I should have Memory Deluge there when I had the mana. I have 3 mana. I can bring back Spelunking. Do I bring back Spelunking? Don't think I want to bring back Nissa, right? Duress. Well, good luck. Pretty stack hand here. That is not what I expected. Deadly cover up. Okay, what does he target? Exile a card. He's gonna exile my Memory Deluge probably. Kill his own creature. I don't know. I don't know if that's good. I think I'll bring back Nissa, right? Okay, 1, 2. Not enough mana right here. I think I need, I don't know. I need to not mill my Shigeki. That's the main thing, right? If I get my Shigeki back, I can get a turtle, and that's still something. Otherwise, I'm kind of out. He Memory Deluges on his main face. Cool. Battle of Wits. Battle of Endurance probably more likely. I know me, I'm gonna mill my most important card when it comes to that. Now it's giving me a chance to play Virtue, which is very important. I mean, double Virtue is basically infinite mana. Still burning down. I think he's hoping for a Jace. Do I need that much blue? I think I do, right? Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this is going to be 9 mana total, so I need to tap 3 of these. Please, Nashigeki? Okay, good, Nashigeki. I activate the ability. Return a lot of my lands. And a lot of mana. Blue. We'll get green. Blue. We'll get green again. And we'll get no lands anymore. I think I have one more forest, right? Yeah, one more forest. Alright, so I'll get red and blue and green, 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 green. So if I play this, I should be able to draw with one forest and still have a counterspell up. Funny enough. No. Decline. We'll Spelunk. World Soul's Rage. Can I do it here? This is 9. So I get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5, right? So I'm not gonna get enough. That means I don't want to play the Analyst because it'll just get got. I have 17 cards. If he has 2 Jace, he just gets me. I can Nissa it again. That means I can try to get another Analyst. Do I have another Analyst? No, I do not. Alright. Don't have another Analyst, so it doesn't matter here. Could have also raged the Invasion. I don't know if that's good. That's a good play. Have about 4 million mana here. If I do untap. It's gonna try to reef me. Alright. Didn't mill my Shigeki. Not gonna block. Do you have a Jace? Go for the throw. You got it. Don't think that's what matters here. It's got 3 mana. I don't know. 50. Why not? Wait. I can't, huh? I don't have any creature lands. So, yeah. There you go. Submit 0. Goodbye. So we got through a counterspell deck just by holding on and eventually bursting him in one turn. That's how you fight a counterspell deck, apparently. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did you feel about this deck? I have to say, the last time I played Temur Ramp, it was not this frustrating, but this time, I think I might have cut out 5 or 6 games that was just awful. Basically, I'm always on the draw against Boros. They turn 1 something, turn 2 Gleeful Demolition into the Knight Errant. So yeah, I just turned 2 Knight Errant 5 games in a row. So that's fun, right? That definitely is how Arena should work. Unfortunately, that is the current standard metagame for at least another 2 or 3 weeks before rotation comes. And then after that, none of those cards are rotating out, so we'll still see that Boros Convoke deck. And man, Wizards won't do anything about that. So until then, we got to figure out how to hard counter them while playing decks that are fun. Now, you do see this deck killing a bunch of Boros in today's video, so you know we can win, right? We definitely can win if we're not just on the worst case scenario. And the Old-Time Explosion definitely is one that can kill no matter how big Boros cards get. We can kill them because we have 7 drops in the deck that we can pitch. Now, Vampire's Vengeance, got to be a little bit careful because it does not kill the Epicure and also does not kill the Battlecry Vampire dude. So remember that it does kill everything else, and kills, most importantly, right, it kills their Gleeful Demolition creatures. So that way the Vampire's Vengeance is a necessity. And if you face too many Boros and if you get too frustrated, I would say you can cut 2 Splunking and just put in 2 more Vampire's Vengeance, just so that you get that extra insurance on killing all of your opponent's creatures. Well, that's all I got for this Temur Ramp deck. It's a fun deck. It's definitely strong if we can survive long enough into the mid game. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.